How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. I know you're probably wondering why you got called into the office, especially to the counseling office. So my name is Mr. Vasquez. I'm not sure if you've seen me around campus before.
No.
No? Oh, that's alright. So I'm one of the school counselors here. I work with different students with different issues around school or um, questions about college, those type of things. I'm here for support and to help the students. One of the reasons why I called you in is because right now you're a junior and it's a very important year, and I realized that in some of your classes you're not doing so well. So I really wanted to talk to you and me, and then just see if what's going on and offer a line of support for you. So before we dive in and talk about like academics and that kind of stuff, I really wanted to take the time to know you. Maybe I can go ahead and tell you a little bit of myself. Maybe we can play a little game. I don't know how that sounds.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Great. I definitely don't want to take much time from the instructional time. I know you are excited to get back to class. But like I said, my name is Mr. Vasquez. I finished up my credential at National University. It was a pretty good program. I really liked it. I am a new counselor, so I'm still starting out. So if you have any tips or pointers, I'm open to ideas. I really like my job. I like working with students. I like making sure that they're academically successful, and it's very good. I like it. I like being here. I like being a support to the students. My favorite color is green, and what else? I got my undergraduate degree. Undergraduate degree is the first one that you get. So like the master's is what lets me go and be a counselor. The undergrad is what I did first, and that was at San Diego State. So yeah, it's just a little bit about me. If you want to go ahead and tell me a little about yourself.
Okay, so you pretty much know my name. My name is Kai, and my favorite color is green, like yours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a good color.
I know, right? And I'm not quite sure what I want to do after high school, but I'm kind of just trying to make it through high school at the moment. That's pretty much it about me.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can get some more out of you as we meet and talk. But I think we should play like a little game. We should do Two Truths and a Lie. Have you heard of that game?
Kind of. I don't really. I'm a little familiar with that.
Okay, so basically, Two Truths and a Lie is I'm gonna say, oh, a little sick are we, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Flu season.
So for Two Truths and a Lie, I'm basically going to say three things. Two things of which are about myself, and they'll be true. One thing will be the lie, and you gotta figure out the lie, okay? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so Two Truths and a Lie. I'm married. I live with my sister, and I live in Orange.
You live with your sister? Is it a lie?
No, I'm not married. No, I'm not married. Definitely not married. But yeah, what about you? I know I don't want to put you on the spot, but
I have a pet fish. I like scary movies, and I was born in Virginia.
That's not fair. It's not fair because I seen your student file. So, I know you were not born in Virginia, right?
Right.
Okay, I was making sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's unless my records are wrong, which means we have to call your parents or something. So, before we dive deep into what's going on, do you have any questions?
What did you get your undergraduate degree in?
My undergraduate degree was in sociology. So like, do you know what sociology is?
Kind of, not really.
So it's like the study of like societies or like humans and like their social interactions, like how people interact, that kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
I really like that. It's like very environmental oriented.
Cool.
Any other questions?
Did you say you grew up in Paris?
I didn't say where I grew up, but I did grow up in Paris, but not
Paris, France?
not in Paris, France. Paris, California. It's like a very tiny town out in like the middle of nowhere. It's in the desert somewhere. You probably never heard of it. Everyone always asks me if I speak French.
That's funny.
Yeah. Any other questions? Maybe about counseling or.
Why? What made you choose counseling?
Well, I really like counseling because I really like helping students, or I really just like like being a support and being part of the system that is there to assist students. You know, I went to school to learn how to help people make it to school. You know, I really wanted to work with high school students just because I wanted to be there for them, especially in like more like Hispanic dominated or like low income families, just because I feel that they definitely need that.
Okay, that's cool. That's very nice. You actually want to help other students make it.
Yeah. So before we dive, so now that we kind of know a little bit more about each other, let's talk about your grades. So tell me what's going on. What's going on with your grades? Why did I call you in here?
I'm not sure. Why did you call me in here?
Well, have you seen your grades lately?
I haven't been really keeping track of them.
Okay, well that's red flag number one. We definitely want to be on top of our grades. So one of the reasons that I called you in here is because you are a junior, and junior year is a very important year. It's something that you definitely need to keep your eye on, and I'm keeping my eye on it, like I said, because I'm your counselor. And it came to my attention that you're in danger of failing a couple classes. And that's pretty serious because we need to make sure that you're passing everything. We don't want you to repeat anything. Next year for your senior year, you'll be applying for college, and that definitely is something that we need to make sure we're ready for. And that's why we have these type of sessions. So I've seen your grades. Tell me what classes you think you're probably doing bad in right now.
Most definitely my math class.
Okay.
And probably history too. And science. And English.
All right, so 4 out of 6.
Yeah. Now saying it out loud, it does sound pretty bad.
Yeah, and sometimes we definitely just need someone to help us, think about things. I know that school can be a lot. You have a lot of homework. You're probably stressed out sometimes. I can relate. I feel the same way. I have a lot of students. I have to meet with a lot of different students about different things, and I have to make sure that I'm available for everyone. So, what do you do to handle these stressful situations?
I don't think I'm very good at handling stressful situations.
No. All right. Well, let's try to figure out what I do. Okay. So, what advice would you give me if I told you that I had all this paperwork and I didn't know how to get it done?
I would tell you to try to find help, to go somewhere, maybe like a center where they could help you with your writing or something like that.
Okay, so maybe look for resources that are there to help me.
Yes.
All right. What about when I'm stressed though? Like, I just don't know. I don't really know what to do. I get like angry and then nothing gets done. Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, angry or sad. It's just hard for me to focus on work when my mind is on something else.
What is your mind on?
Well, I haven't been really able to focus on my schoolwork because I'm kind of having problems at home that interfere with my learning. And I don't know, like, I used to, well, of course, you know my course, so you know I'm in like some AP courses, so I used to be really, really into them. My parents used to like always like support me, and like I used to be so happy to tell them about my grades. But recently they just been having like problems, like continuous problems, and I can constantly hear them arguing, and they kind of force me to choose a side.
Okay, so I hear there's a lot of stuff going on at home. Before we go any further, I know you're starting to disclose some personal information. I just want to talk about confidentiality. Have you heard of that word before?
Kind of. I know it's like it'll be just between us in a way.
So yeah, so confidentiality means that everything that you tell me I won't say. What you tell me will stay in this room. I won't tell your parents. I won't tell the administrator or the principal. However, there is 3 instances where I can break confidentiality, and that's whether you tell me that you're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna hurt someone else, or someone's hurting you. And the reason I want to tell you this before we keep talking is because if you go ahead and tell me that, I don't want you to think that I'm breaking your trust in any way. I want you to feel like this is a safe area, and that is where you can disclose and where you can talk about it and maybe come with some solutions, okay? So, you mentioned your parents are arguing. Are they arguing around you? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, I mean, they try not to, but I can kind of feel the tension when we're in the same room. It's just like, it's just very different.
Okay.
And they try to, like I said, they try to make me pick sides, and like, it's just kind of scary to think that my dad or my mom might get separated. And then, because I'm not sure what happened to me, because since I'm only a junior, like, who would I choose to live with? And I never thought I would have to choose something like that.
I see, and then all of that on top of schoolwork, like I could see why maybe some of your grades are starting to suffer.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just not that good with handling stress, like I mentioned before. So obviously my parents arguing makes me sad. So I kind of just sit there and be sad. I'm not quite sure how to like put my energy into something else when there's so many things going on around.
I see. Well, I thought you gave me great advice when you said that maybe I need to find a center or an area where they can give me some aid. Do you have somewhere where you can go to find some help, like with your schoolwork right now? Or do you have somewhere quiet where you do your assignments? Like, where do you do your work?
Usually at home, in my room. But since my parents are arguing, it's just kind of hard. And I can go to the library sometimes too. and I do get some work done. But lately it's just like I've been pretty far behind, so it's kind of hard to just catch up, you know? So it's kind of like, what's the point? Even though I know there is a point, it's just like,
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. There's definitely a point, so let's go ahead and try to figure out some more good recommendations for you because I think that we should definitely highlight the advice that you said. We should find a center or at least somewhere quiet where you can do your work. Maybe staying after school or going to tutoring for your classes. One big thing though that I didn't hear you kind of talk about and I want to recommend is maybe you should talk to your teachers. You don't have to tell them what's going on, but I really think that you should let them know that you are willing to put in the work, you know, that you are going to put that forward. I don't know, what do you think?
yeah, I think you could talk to them and it'd be easier. Maybe it could be like an extension or something. So then they would know that I'm not just really slacking off in the class, but that there's other things going around. So maybe they would be a little more lenient with me.
Okay, so are you okay with meeting me a couple times every now and then?
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like it could actually help.
Great, I'm glad that you think that because that's kind of my goal. So next time that we meet, we'll go ahead and probably establish some goals. We'll definitely touch base again on your current grades, make sure that we are doing what we need to do. We have an agreement though, you said you were going to try talking to your professors, right?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Definitely try giving them a talk to them, let them know what's going on. And then I really want you to focus on the things in front of you. You know, you can control your assignments, you can control your schoolwork. You can't really control what's going on with your parents right now. I know it's very frustrating, but they'll figure it out, and we don't need to add that stress to all the stress you currently have.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you have any other questions or anything?
I don't know. Sometimes should I try talking to my parents maybe about it, or should I? Cause I know you said talk to my teachers, and like I will talk to my teachers, but then it's like how would I talk to my parents?
Well,
or am I just supposed to wait until I kind of like figure it out on its own? But then it's still kind of hurting me.
well, I like what you're thinking, and we definitely want to let your parents know that they are creating an environment where you're not able to grow. You know, that they are affecting your schoolwork. Maybe if you like to, you can talk to them. Maybe ask them if definitely when they're not arguing. Just go ahead and say that you want to disclose how you feel. Talking about how you feel will probably definitely help you out. I don't know how the situation is at home, and I thank you for letting me know about it. And I just want to make sure you're safe. So if you believe it's a good idea to talk to them about it, definitely. Okay?
Okay.
Any other questions, or I don't know, how are you doing right now?
I'm okay. I'm kind of just like living day by day, and school's kind of not my first priority right now. It used to, but it's not anymore. And I don't know, I kind of just struggle with keeping everything boxed in, so it kind of makes me more of a sad person.
Okay, well, we definitely don't want to keep things boxed in. I definitely want you to talk to things about me. And I think you have your work cut out. You have a couple homework assignments that I gave you. And I definitely want you to put your best effort in getting those done. So if you want to talk to your parents, talk to your parents, talk to your teachers. Let's get these passing grades, okay?
Okay.
Alright, you can go back to class. Thank you.
Thank you.